G'day, Brooksy again from Brooksy's Car Restorations. Yeah, it's a Monday afternoon. The sun's starting to go down. I'm pretty knackered, but as Puddin says, sitting on your ass won't finish a project. So we're gonna put in a couple of hours, see what we can get done. I'm hoping I can finish the old territory today. She just needs a bit of a clean up and detail, and hopefully we can send her on her way and start working on some other stuff and looking at other cars to buy. So yeah, without further ado, I'll give you a little bit of a sort of a rundown on what I'm hoping to get done today or over the next day or so, and yeah, and what sort of tools I'm using and my methods, etc, etc. And without any further ado, we'll get into it. Now, I'm using a different sort of style today. I was talking to Josh from Too Many Projects, and he suggested changing the way I do my camera. So we're gonna have a go at that. Hopefully my videos will look better. It's my wife's beautiful garden, by the way. Well, you know, it's pretty much everywhere. It goes all the way around the house and that. Right. So, we've got a few little scuffs and that in the door that we'll polish out, and maybe we'll paint that lower part. See how we go. Oops, sorry, the lower part. We've got a lot of spiders. I don't know if you can see those webs or not. So I'm gonna go through and spray. Yeah, they're literally all over the car. They don't honestly bother me at all, but you never know. Who buys the car might not like spiders all that much. Someone that mirror too. I saw some in the guard somewhere, I don't know, the back of the car maybe. Yeah, in the back. Anywho, so we'll just open the boot here for a second. This is what we're looking at. So I bought this car from a property, and there's a lot of, I don't know if that's red mud or grease, but I've got ways of getting rid of both of those sorts of things. The back of the car was really roughly used. I'm guessing people destroying their chainsaws or God knows what. Just tore up everything, eh? So I don't know if I can completely repair all that, but I'll get it looking as clean and as brand new as I can. Now this is a 7-seater, so obviously I've got my work cut out for me. I don't know if you can see much of that, but the seats aren't too bad. These were folded down. The carpets will get a good shampoo and clean up. These ones in the back aren't as bad. Backs of the seats need a bit of cleaning too. And unfortunately, all the interior is, I don't know if you can see this, but it's, there we go. It's got these cracks all the way through it. Normally with interior stuff, I just give it a bit of a spray and a wipe and it comes clean, but this has got cracks in it. Some of the cracks are worse than others. So it's gonna need a good scrub with probably some sort of brush, or maybe even the drill brush, to you know, get all the little cracks and bits and pieces cleaned out, which I'm not looking forward to, like just quick and easy wipe out and that, but it's part of the business. As we'll look in the back of the car, same thing again. All this red mud, all in the cracks. There, there you go. You mate the daddy long leg. The back floors again with some shampoo and a drill brush. we'll get those floors looking pretty well spotless and brand new. The seats too, get them all sparkling and clean. Yeah, I'll show you what I tried at the front, because normally, like I said, I just use antiseptic wipe or something like that, a disinfectant, whatever. Not that I'm showing brands or anything, but you know, disinfectant, like a wipe, and you can just sort of wipe over the doors and that. But I mean, I've wiped and wiped and wiped, and there's still like crud in the. Needs a good scrub. Even the dash, like we've wiped it and wiped it and wiped it, and it's just there's dust and that just hanging in the little tiny cracks and everything. It's really annoying. And then I've got to get this tape off. Yeah, so we'll have a go with that. Put something on it and try and scrub it off, or drill brush it or something. But yeah, just lots of little bits and pieces to do inside the car. The front seats really aren't too bad, and I got the steering wheel somewhat alright. Again, lots of little cracks in it. I gave it a good scrub with one of the brushes, the wipes, this too on the dash there, but still super dusty. So yeah, it's going to require a bit more sort of love. These parts here aren't too bad, but then when you get in there, I think further, it goes back to the. Oh no, it's not too bad there either. And the cup holders, they've got that sort of cross stitching sort of thing. I don't know. Anyways, I think they come out. No, they don't. Oh yes, they do. They probably do. Yeah, they come out. So I could probably throw them in the dishwasher. Yeah, I do stuff like that. Anyways, we'll get into it. I'll show you some of the stuff, and yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the detail job I've got to do on the Golf. It's literally disgusting. Anyways, so basically, for doing the hard sections of the car, I'm going to be using this stuff. So I've got a disinfectant. I buy all my stuff in bulk. I've got like a disinfectant, just a general cleaning disinfectant in this one. I've got my scrubbing brush for the hard to reach places, drill brush, and a wipe to wipe it all down after it's done. I also use a product after I've cleaned everything to make everything look shiny and somewhat new. Anyways, without further ado, we'll have a bit of a go at trying to get this interior clean. Alright, so we'll get in here and look at that, see how dirty it is. You can see it all in there. Give it a good spray. Nice and wet, you can see all the marking there. I mean, I can try and rub with my thumb, whatever, but it still sort of gets into the grooves a bit. And then we get on here, old drill brush. Not as easy one-handed. Let's see if we can do it this way. The light's not the best. Let's get the idea. Alright, let me give this another quick spray. Now, get out the old wipe. Or you can use a wet, you can use a dry, whatever. Look at that nastiness. I like the wipe though, it really smells nice. Oh yeah, that smells beautiful. And good smells help to sell cars. Hence the shampoo and stuff I use too, which we'll talk about later when I start to do the carpets and that. Anyways, all this stuff probably seems boring, so just once I finish this little section, I'll give you a quick look at the result. And yeah, take it from there. Do the rest off camera. Well, I'll do the some of the sticky tape on camera, but running out of bloody light, and to make it worse, I've got a storm incoming. Fun. Alright, that looks quite a bit better. Let's just have a quick look, shall we? So, obviously that needs to dry a bit. But yeah, as you can see, there's no more of that mud in the cracks anymore. Well, if there is, it's very minimal. Now the plastic's a bit old and faded, obviously, but when the rain's starting to come, oh, in there come out pretty good. But you know, that's what it looked like before. It was just covered in mud and dust and what have you. I'm a terrible cameraman, but anyways. And then once I add the stuff on top of it, it'll just really pop. Everything will just, it'll look like it's, basically look like it's brand new. Anyways, let's come and use the interior for a minute. Give the ow. Now I've lost my goo remover. I don't know where the heck it is. So if this stuff doesn't work, tomorrow I'll have to go down and get some goo remover. But just going to give this a good soak. And see if the drill brush or the scrub brush does anything to it. And if not, I'll get some goo remover tomorrow. I saw that petrol was another good idea, but I really don't feel like doing petrol inside a confined space. Ugh. I'm just going to give it a quick whack with the drill now before it even has time to set in to see. and it hasn't actually done anything as of yet. So it may not. I'll try the mini brush, see if it's any better. Can be a bit controlled better. It's getting thinner. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, yeah. So I'll if I get something that works, I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I'll keep doing the hard stuff. And I'm sure you will. You've seen it before, and I'll eventually get to the after parts, and then I'll also show you getting that nasty stain out of the back of the car, and show you the before and after the detailing, so you get an idea of sort of what I'm talking about. And yeah, all right. See you in a bit. So not the ideal outcome I was looking for, but we used some really fine the orbital sander and the sanding pad. So if it looks a bit rough, I'll go with a bit of clear coat or something just to fix it up. But yeah, that sticky tape was well and truly stuck. I ended up using this. Try to use this goo slash solvent remover stuff, which did literally nothing. I even used some petrol, which wasn't much fun in such confined spaces, but you get that. Anyways, eventually I got annoyed and pulled that bugger out. And yeah, I mean, you can see a little bit of scratching, which it's not super bad. But you know, a little bit of clear coat over the top or something will you know, just make it look shiny again. Anywho, yeah, on to the next part. Just in time for Bee's weekly kick in the guts. Let's see if she wants to turn over today. Any smoke, guys? Pretty clean. Can't kill these old VW engines. They're messing around with cooling systems and all that business either. So guys, This is my carpet cleaning kit basically. Like I told you before, I buy a lot of my stuff in bulk, so I put my carpet shampoo in this thing, give it a good pump up, and then squirt it all over the floor with this, or seats. Got a vacuum cleaner, wet and dry, and my drill brush. So somewhat straightforward. Now, trying to demonstrate all this business without trying to hold the camera could be fun. So as you can see, there's a lot of red dirt down in there in the carpets and stuff. I did vacuum this out, believe it or not. These keep getting dirty for some reason. Let's see if we can't stick this up somehow. Alright, now the fun part. Trying to record this. Here we go. Give it a pump up. A little bit of pressure going. Oh yeah, it's starting to get some pressure. Alright, let's do this. Now, I used to use cans and stuff, but I find this method a lot better. Now let's see if we can do this right. Obviously keep pumping it as you when it runs out of pressure. Alright, so we'll get that bit sorted out. Obviously not organised, but long story short, I do it in sections so it doesn't have time to soak into them. Well, sometimes you want them to soak in, I guess, but and again, sometimes it's better to have two hands, sorry. But yeah, you get the idea. The carpet will be a lot more spectacular. The seat wasn't very great. And then if you can do this one-handed, you're doing great. Now I'll grab me vacuum cleaner. Now it's hard to see, but you know, and I did that all one-handed. The seats weren't really terrible, but you know, everything in the car stinks of mold and dust, and trust me, this giving everything a good soak with shampoo and just giving it a good brushing and sucking it back out again will make a huge difference to the look and smell of this car, and the feel too. And that's already somewhat dry to the touch. Now this will be interesting when I hit that and with the brush. I'll come back in a minute. I'll do it off camera, but I'll show you the after effects, show you what the foam looks like. It'll probably be very brown instead of white. Get all that crap out of the carpet. So I'll do that and come back. Now have a look at the milkshake I got out of this carpet. Nice and chocolatey. If you haven't really done detailing before, don't be disheartened. Sometimes you've got to do these, you know, shampoo them a couple of times before you get it all the little bits of dirt and that out of it. As you'll see in the boot with that big nasty stain I got in there, it'll be quite nasty. So I'll give this a vacuum off and we'll see what it looks like afterwards, but I may need to hit it again with some more. But if not, then I gave it a pretty good first hit. Might actually look quite nice. We'll see. Now, for a first hit, I mean that's the seat. There was a little bit of staining, but it wasn't too bad. But you saw the floor, and you know it's still got to dry and that, but a little bit. But I mean, that was just one hit with the shampoo, and pretty much all the red dirt's gone. I mean, there might be a little bit in the corners and that, but I'm pretty happy with it. I keep an eye on it, and often enough, you know, when you're trying to sell these cars, or whatever, people drag their mud and that in the cars regularly, so it might end up getting done again. I have to put mats or something in here to help or a towel to help the floor stay somewhat clean. But yeah, for now I'm happy with that front floor. I'm going to carry on to the rest of the car. Oh, see how we go. The interior is looking a heck of a lot better, not as dusty and as dry as it was. I'll make it look a lot better by the time I'm finished. I'm contemplating also, I've got a speaker in this side door here. If you look closely at it, you can't notice it, but it's slightly rusty. If I can be bothered, I might pull that out and give it a touch of black or something just to freshen it up a little. But anyways, I'll knock out the rest of this car and see how we go. Now for the challenge. This back floor probably doesn't look that bad, but there's grease and really caked on dirt. So I'm not going to get this looking perfect, but I'll be happy to get some of these stains out. It'll be makes very therapeutic, one might say. But anyways, fold this down if we can. So I forget how to do it now. I guess those other seats have got to come forward, but anyways, it doesn't need to go right forward. And I'll soak all this down and give it a good drill brush and see what happens. Now I hit all the stains with a bit of degreaser, and the ones on this side, I haven't even given them a wash out, but the ones on this side have instantly faded, so I'm guessing they're grease. Ones over here haven't done anything, so not too sure, but anyways, I treated them like they were grease, and then we'll hit them all with a good coating of stuff in the drill brush, and it may take a few hits. Might have to try a few different methods. Some stain remover, I often relate to a bit of nappy sand or some stain remover like washing detergents to help get stuff out of fabrics. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyways, yeah, you can't make these things up, honestly. It's the stain's almost gone. I did one run over it. It really needs 2 or 3 potential runs over, but you see most of the browns come out of it. You can't see the giant big stains anymore. See, it's the back of the car, but to get all the brown out of it, you really need to hit it once or twice more. But I mean, the carpet's pretty bad. I'll probably give it one more hit just to make it look a bit nicer. But you know, it's not going to be a show quality finish. But yeah, I mean, the majority of the stain with the degreaser is pretty gone. Like no word of a lie, I ran out of me carpet cleaner, me shampoo. I thought I had a whole another bottle there, but anyways, as you can see, lots of little stains at the top there that I didn't get to. I only did the bottom half, and that's exactly where the big stain was. And you can maybe see a little bit of it there, very faintly. But I mean, one more shampoo and drill brush over it, it'll get that last little bit of residue out of the carpet. I'm finding it hard to find spots anyways. And you know, but you can see there was this red mud is literally everywhere in the car. Good old Australian red mud. Absolute nightmare for people who love wearing white clothes. Oops, wrong door. But you can see the front floor, just one little go over. Well, I think it's come up pretty darn nice. Good enough for me anyways. And the seat too, not that the seat was bad. But the new owner will appreciate that smell. I don't know if I told you about this too, but the originally the what you call it was completely smashed to pieces. I stuck it back together best I could and wrapped it in some old bicycle tape for the handles, and you know, does the job. It's a bit rough looking, but at least you're not pinching your hand now, so still at the back of the car to do. Oops, sorry about the finger. I got this side here clean. That pocket was almost black. I mean, if you can see, I haven't done that one yet. You can see that the crap that was on there. It's like grease and I don't know, whatever, but it's disgusting. I got this side almost back to brand new, and the back of the seat. It's a work in progress. Unfortunately, I've run out of product and I'm not going out again today. I've got to feed the kids shortly. So yeah, I'm not finished with the back of the car yet, but run out of product, so it is what it is. I'm gonna give me son's seat a clean too. It's not terrible, the old PJ mask, but you can see it's, you know, it's some stains in it from, it's been using it for many years. So I'm gonna give it a shampoo and a drill brush and try and bring it back to as new as possible. It's faded, can't fix that unfortunately, but you know, just make it look a bit nicer. And yeah, so tomorrow I'm catching up with my old man. I'm gonna hang out for the day and try and knock a bit of work over together, so there'll definitely be a video coming out tomorrow. I don't think I'll be doing any more detailing on the Territory tomorrow, although I may in the afternoon, but for most of the day tomorrow we'll probably be working on the Golf. I'm really hoping that we'll put a video out, or we'll definitely be starting on the Beetle. I want to start it next week. We're going to jack it up, give the undercarriage a good clean, and oh, I'm really crap with cameras. Let's go this way. Yeah, jack it up, give it the undercarriage a really good clean, and then sand it back and get it ready for painting. Start with the undercarriage and work our way up. We'll take it to a mate's and get all the interior ripped out of it, and then do the interior, and you know, move our way onto put the interior back in, then move our way to the exterior as we go, knocking out the rust and what have you. I'm really looking forward to getting started on this. It's been off the road for almost 6 months and it's just driving me bananas. I want to drive it again. It's been too long. I know the old thing doesn't look like spectacular, but she'll get up and go. She surprised me when I drove it back from the coast. You know, she was doing 110 quite happily down the highway without any dramas at all, and I reckon she would have kept going. You know, someone said to me these things were, you know, some of them were set up to go on the Autobahn. I don't know how long the Autobahns have been around for, but you know, so they I wouldn't assume they've got a ridiculously high speed, but I reckon she'd push about 130, 140 for sure for an old car. It's not too bad. That's kilometers per hour, that is, not miles. Good luck with miles. Anyways, so yeah, we might call it quits for the afternoon. I've been promising a video and I haven't been able to get anything out because stuff's been happening, or I've been getting setbacks and this and that and whatever else. So at least I got a little bit done to show you some detailing stuff, or stuff that I do detail wise. And I do plan to finish detailing this car. I will show you there'll be a part 2. I'll show the finishing product, the finished product, sorry, on a part 2 of detailing the Territory. That way, you know, you'll have seen what it looked like at the beginning of this one, and then in the next, not the next video, but the video after, you'll see what it looked like when we were finished. How nice we got it looking, hopefully. Yeah, to be continued.